To the press this week, you spoke about unity and togetherness. I think tonight, after tonight's game, point well earned.
Oh, we had to earn it. There's no doubt about that. Obviously you fall behind, and I thought we'd started the game quite well. Boy, it's a really good strike. Fall behind. We get back in level terms with a really good goal. Then we get ourselves in front, and when you get in front, you become a wee bit greedy. You want those 3 points. But then Stirling are a good team. They made good subs, players that can come on and change the game. And they forced us back a little bit. They got an equaliser that I would probably say they deserved to get. And then, the game just towards the end, it was, you were worried that a mistake or a bit of brilliance for either team was maybe going to win the game. So, at the end of the day, for us, I think it's a point well earned.
Were you maybe disappointed at the knockdown header that gave Stirling their first goal? I mean, to be fair, terrific strike, but the drop down header. Yeah,
and I know what was wrong there, but obviously I've not had a chance to speak to the players, so we'll identify that on Monday at training, because something happened that shouldn't have happened, so we'll address that. Yeah. But then the players picked themselves up. I thought we'd actually played some nice stuff. Robert plays a great ball through. Thought Innes had ran it too far, and then a great finish. And I was really happy with how we were playing at half time. But listen, Stirling's a good team, and they're a big team, and they're a physical team, and they make you defend. At times they can have 6 players in your box that are all over 6 foot. So straight away going into the game, you know that they're physically bigger than you, they're taller than you, and you've got to have to work when it's set plays. They had too many set plays for my liking, and in the main we defended them quite well. But for us, the disappointment was obviously the injuries.
Yeah, sure. Coming on to that actually, I suppose you wouldn't have wanted Toshney coming on this week. You might have wanted to give him maybe just another week. Yeah,
it was, and we need to look at that, and we need to learn from it, because Lees went down with his hamstring. He felt it a little bit tight in the warm-up, but he thought he was okay to play, and he felt his hamstring. So then, Lewis's went on, and he's then felt his hamstring, and then Danny Jardins went on to replace Lewis, and he's then felt his hamstring. So we need to look. I think it's a coincidence with the hamstrings, but obviously, we need to look, because they shouldn't be coming back and then breaking down. So we need to look at ourselves there. Myself, the players, the medical, everybody, all the information that's passed between one another. It's no one person to blame, but obviously that disrupts the game for us. You're having to put players on, people are having to move position, i.e. Scott Reekie goes from left back to centre half, then ends up back at left back, Callum Crane centre mid to left back to centre mid. And in the second half I just felt the injuries caused us disruption really. We lost focus a little bit because of the injuries. We couldn't get any real flow going, never really got any real passing movement going, albeit we had 1 or 2 chances. But I'm going to put that down to the constant disruption that we had in the team. So at the end of the day, when you take all of that into account, I think it's a good point, and we had to work for it.
For a neutral coming to tonight's game, a good crowd here, seeing a good game like this, some cracking goals as well. Yeah,
and Stirling's been on a good run. I think they had won their previous 3 games, and as I say, they can mix it up. They've got technical players. They bring on players like Flanagan that can, they can get at your players that are tiring. But we need to look at the positives. 2 good goals, some other good chances. Players, as you say, is a unity, fighting for the cause. Yes, we always want to win every game, but you can't win every game. So it keeps that wee sort of mini run going. I think the last 5 games we've now took 10 points. You're averaging 2 points a game for that, after the disappointing start that we had. So we take the point, dust ourselves down, try and get as many players back as possible as we can. Alex Ferguson is back training with us on Monday. Lewis Kidd started back Wednesday. Whether Saturday will come maybe just a wee bit too early for them, I'm not too sure, but hopefully we can get a couple of them back, and hopefully the hamstring injuries aren't as bad as a hamstring injury can be.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Gary.
Cheers.